All you'll need is parchment paper, a baking sheet, food scraps, oven heated to 200 degrees, and a blender. In our house, we eat lots of mangoes, lots of oranges, lots of bananas. I have a toddler. And just trying to be more conscious, eco-friendly, green, and reusing as much stuff as possible. So this blend is actually avocado skin, old avocados that I didn't make in time, guacamole in time, mango skin, dried mango, orange peel, probably some lemon, some apples. Not a vegan household. Sometimes I'll throw in chicken bones or shrimp skins. But this is just vegan. Look at that, look at that, look at that color. I'm gonna do some research on the nutritional benefits and the nutrients that are released that will already exist in this soil. But yeah, this is homemade soil. I baked the scraps overnight usually. Actually yesterday I turned it up to 375 because I was actually making food. I put the food scraps on the bottom rack and was making some bratwurst and some what's those things called, like bruschetta bread, and I put it on 375. I actually cook faster, so you can turn up the heat just so that it doesn't take as long. But we definitely I turned it up. It blackened blackened the food scraps, and then I just put them in my blender, processed it, try to break down. I also actually had mango husks in here, so the mango, we just broke it down and put it in the blender, and this is the byproduct. I actually was needing some soil. I had some food scraps and I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and blend it. Other things you can do with food scraps, especially like orange and citrus peels, you can still, I wouldn't suggest blackening them, but bake them till they're like dried and crisp. Put that in the blender, boom, bam, you got some orange seasonings, some citrus seasonings. I'll show you in another video how I made that. But yeah, that's all she wrote. I'm going to put, I don't know what kind of fruit I'm gonna put in here. I'll do that later. And we'll actually see it bloom and grow. I'm gonna probably put like a lemon tree or an apple seed, maybe some basil, and we'll see how it grows. It's so pretty though. I love making soil. It's so just relaxing. One of the things I love to do is really just like till my own soil. Sometimes I'll throw a bunch of seeds in here just to help them sprout and then separate them. It's really good for pepper seeds. I always recommend, if you are at-home gardener, if you're an apartment gardener, I have all the plants outside today. If you are a gardener, keep your seeds. Stop letting these people tell you that these seeds are no good. If you like to get roses, keep your roses, cut them, put them in like some really wet soil. See, I did these the other day and it's starting to sprout. I usually keep them in some water. And it's about to be 2 videos. I usually keep them in water until they start to sprout like this, and now I'm just gonna try to train it and regrow them. I'm really trying to make sure that we have good, how's this in here, Sammy? I'm really trying to make sure we have some good in-house gardening. You know, this world is getting crazy, food is getting scarce. Honestly too, outside can be very, a lot of pollutants in the air, So I think it's very smart for long-term investment. Make sure you have an indoor garden as much as an outdoor garden. If you live in a patio, in an apartment, or you live in a patio, well, if you live in an apartment, there's several crops that you can grow. I know we use peppers, we use tomatoes. This is my pepper pot. I probably should have separated this out more. I'm just doing trial and error to see how things grow, learning my techniques. I have plenty of peppers to spare. So yeah, all of this soil here is already, store-bought soil. I do buy a lot of flowers, and I do tend to put the dried flowers just right into my soil. Eggshells, good for moisture. At first I was just putting the food scraps in the, like, right on top of the soil, like a lot of banana, like you'll see, here's one. This one's not really that good. It's too much soil, too much water in here. So stuff like this, you can still clean it. Some people will just throw it away. You can just clean this off and kind of re-dry it. I probably will do that. Clean this off, re-dry it, and just use the decomposing skin, which is already really good. It has most of the nutrients anyways. And put it in your oven and make soil out of it.